What's going on, guys? SHOT Show 2024. We are here at the Primary Arms booth with Steven. You guys all know him from their Instagram feed. It is good to see you in real life, sir, not on the little phone screen.
It's good to see you, man. Yep, it's great for coming out. Thank you very much. And yeah, we're loving it. Great time.
You guys all know my favorite LPVO, hands down, is the Primary Arms Compact PLX. That thing has been in so many videos. You guys all know it from the scope switch video, but the clarity, the ease of use, especially with the lever, and honestly the price point as well, like it is to me, like I have two of them for a reason. This year, they've taken my favorite LPVO and even enhanced it more with some better tech. You guys all, you know, the feedback you guys were talking about as well was with the illumination settings, so they've done some really cool, I'll call it science magic to it, and brought something new to 2024. Steven, please take it away, man, and break it down for us.
Yeah, sure thing. So when we dropped the original PLX Compact 1-8 2 years ago, it was our standard etch and fill illumination technology, which you see in most of the stuff we have here with the ACSS Raptors and Griffins. It was a great scope, still is a great scope, super clear glass, really wide field of view. The bezel pretty much disappears in the eyepiece, so it's like a heads-up display. And it's very, very lightweight, super short, and very rugged. So everybody loved everything about it, except they wanted it to be brighter. Everybody's looking for that red dot brightness. I wanted it to be red dot bright, run it like my red dot. So last year we came out with the SLX 1-6 with our Nova FiberWire red dot bright illumination. Everybody's like, well, just throw that in the PLX. Like, oh, cool, we'll just throw it in there.
Yeah, it's like it's a couple screws, right?
Yeah, easy. We just take the back off, put a new back on, it's good to go. A little bit harder than that, so we actually had to re-engineer that scope, turn it into a second focal plane, because with that illumination, that kind of reticle, we can't run it first. It gets too thick at 8, or it just completely disappears at 1. So in a second focal plane, it's really not an issue, because most people, when they're running LPVOs, either run at min or max. Only running things like the scope switch do you really see people start to use that intermediate magnification. But yeah, min or max, so the reticle itself is calibrated at 8, which is the max end, and at 1 it is that true, very flat, no barrel distortion kind of heads-up display red dot. So we ended up throwing the Nova reticle with the FiberWire. When I say FiberWire, it's actually a fiber optic that runs from the LED down through the reticle and points back to the shooter.
Nice.
So you get all the illumination back to the shooter. It's super efficient as far as battery consumption goes. Just makes that very, very bright center point. So now you have a PLX Compact 1-8 that you can either shoot a distance with at 8x or turn it down to run both eyes open and run it like any other red dot you got.
Awesome. So like I was asking before, guys, I know with it being second focal plane, a lot of questions are going to come up. So technology restrictions, first focal plane isn't going to work using that fiber etched into the glass.
Right.
Gotcha. You guys are going to see here in the B-roll, we'll get some through the optic as well. But for how quick it is, especially the lever feels faster.
It is. It's super smooth because we're moving less elements and stuff inside, so we don't really need you're not carrying as much weight, basically.
Like it was like, when you guys watched that original scope switch video, one of the reasons that it was so easy to use the antimatter industry scope switch was because I was using the PLX Compact, and the ease of use on the throw lever, it's just super smooth, and they've made it even smoother with this new Nova edition we were playing with it. So I'm not going to give too much away, but you might see it again in another scope switch video. But yeah, I'm stoked on it, man. It is definitely, like all of you guys out there, daylight bright, it's that and more.
It is. If you can find something that washes this reticle out where it's not bright enough, you've got bigger problems.
Right? Yeah, that means there's a bunch of people shining lights at you.
Yeah. Either you're looking directly at the sun, or you got smoke check and you're just seeing white. So either way.
What's the price point going to be on the new Nova?
It's actually the same as its older PLX cousin. So right around that $1,500 price point at retail. We were able to keep costs down on it and make it the same. So.
And time frame for release?
Q2 of this year. Perfect. So it will be available soon. Also, when we're releasing it, we're not just releasing the black one. We're coming out with a peanut butter pickle variant as well. The FDE. So both colors will be available all at the same time.
Awesome. Dude, Steven, so good to see you, man.
Awesome,
I appreciate you taking the time.
Yep. Thanks for stopping by.